Hi everyone, fB here to bring you the third race in Season 4 of fB's Weekly, powered by ragajungle.biz, the #1 website for raga jungle music, and Team Acer. This is an endurance race that I host every Saturday. The track that will be used is released just before the race goes live and is a mixture of different styles that you find in stadiums such as tech, dirt, speed, obstacles, etc. No registration is needed to participate, simply join the server before starting time and you will be eligible to play. Right now we're seeing some warm-ups on this week's track, which is a Living Legend by Retinic. And here's a closer look at the season. It will now consist of 10 races in total. Top 15 will get points in every race, with the person getting the best lap receiving 5 bonus points. And it's your 7 best results that will matter. For this season, ragajungle.biz and Team Acer are sponsoring the race with €1,000, which will be divided between top 15 after the season is over. Also new for this edition is that I will now run a time attack season in conjunction with the normal race. It pretty much got the same format and will also have some prize money, which is based on contributions through Twitch and YouTube. Last week the second race took place, with the winner being Spam, who also with that win went up to first place in the total standings ahead of Wally and Roa. And then we got Morris A9 at 4th, Sand at 5th, Tween at 6th, Flyer at 7th, Javi Flyer at 8th, Shorty at 9th, Aurel at 10th, Cod Jr. at 11th, Massa at 12th, Saber at 13th, Shark at 14th and Link at 15th. If you want to find out more information about this race, that can be found below the stream or the VOD. And we are about to start in 1 minute. Let's see who is driving this week. Spam, who took home the race last week, I believe is driving. I saw him earlier at least. It could be further back here in the ranking. Who else do we have? Let's see here. Maurice89 took second place last week and is driving this week as well. And then Aurel took third place, but I don't see him driving right now. Other notable players is Wally, who is currently second in the season behind Spam. Will be participating this week. And we also got Roa, who is at third place. But I can't find him right now. We also got Sand, who won the first race of the season, also took home the best lap. So he's still in a good position. Of course, your 7 best results will count, so Sand definitely a contender to win the season if he continues to participate in the race. And now we got just 1 second left. Good luck, have fun to all the players. fB's Weekly Edition 53 is about to start. Good luck, have fun. There's going to be 17 laps this time. The map is a bit longer than the 2 previous maps in the season. And the race will take about 45 minutes to complete. After first place finish, a 10-minute timer will start for everyone else to finish as well. And here we go, we are live into the race following Sand as he gets a bad start through the first couple of turns. Goes through the loop, then we have this turn here, which can be a bit tricky. We do see one player going a bit too much to the right and flying out of the track. That's, I think, a key part of the map, that turn, because if you go a bit too much to the right, then you will miss the road. So we'll see if we are going to see people having trouble with that turn during the race. Sand will go up now to 9th place. Good turn here as well. Good dirt section. Goes up to 4th place now behind Can, Yannick and Roa. Also, we got 178 players currently driving. I think we may have had a couple of more players starting. So got to mention that. Here's a small speed section, a wall ride. And then following is a loop, and that is pretty much the speed section. You can do a wall hit at this section. Sand goes for the later wall hit. You can do an earlier one that I think is better. And then we have some dirt again. Yannick goes up in the lead. Sand still doing well though. Raggle losing some speed in the drop. Sand will pass him, goes up to 7th place as we exit the dirt section. And here is a small obstacle part. Want to do a wall ride here and then also another wall ride here. Then we have a tight passage. Can be a bit tricky. Followed by another dirt turn. We have fB's right now in the lead ahead of Roa. fB's who disconnected last week, but did win the best lap at least, so he did get the 5 bonus points. And of course took second place in the first race of the season. Roa just behind him, and then Sand at third place. We are about to complete the lap. Just a few turns left. fB's now in the lead. Sand goes up to second. And coming up here is a respawn checkpoint. We'll see though, because you can also do what Sand is doing and not respawn. But I'm not so sure it's actually faster. fB's seemed to have had a bit more speed than Sand. I'm not sure if Roa respawned or not. But that's gonna be the first lap. We got fB's in the lead. Of course, fB's won Season 3, dominated Season 3 completely. And hopefully he won't get a disconnect this week. That would be really unfortunate. We got Roa at second place, currently third place in the season. Then Sand still at third. See who else we got. We got Yoshi, who as of late has actually been doing really good in the race. You often see him here in the top. Also Raysons, of course. Raysons has won the race the most amount of time. I mentioned that several times. He's won it 12 times in total. No one has done so well. Sando has 20 podium positions, which is the record. And now Raysons catching up a lot to Sand. Looking to pass him. We got Morris 89 with a good start as well at 6th place. Only 2 seconds behind the top. Goes for that small booster to the left before the loop. So we'll build up a bit more speed, but then goes for a risky wall hit. And gonna lose all his speed and several positions as well. I don't think that wall hit is a good idea. In the next turn though, I think you can do a wall hit, but not in the one where Morris 89 went into the wall. So we'll see several players passing him, including Saber, Beat, I believe, Beef, Hades, and Can. We also got Ave playing for Hayes, currently at 12th place. Jerem at 13th. Looks like Saber might have dropped down a bit, but here he comes again, passing a couple of players and goes up to 12th place. We got Speedy driving as well, so is Kilburn just in front of him. And my game crashed. Great. Awesome. Fantastic. Mania Planet. Alright, so hopefully it won't take forever to restart the game. Sometimes it can take a long time though, so we'll see. But yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully I'll be back on the server pretty soon. Alright, that took actually pretty... That was pretty fast. Yeah, I really wish Nadeo would actually focus on making their game a bit more stable, because it's not very optimal for my race, especially. Alright, so I'm back now. Of course, it's not that bad if I disconnect or if my game crash, but it's much worse if the players have their game crash, and there's, you know, equal chance for that to happen. So yeah, probably gonna have a couple of players having their game crash. But anyways, I'm back on the server. Let me just see if everything is in order. Nope, I have no password for spec for some reason. Interesting. Let me just add a random password. There we go. Okay, now it's there. Alright, sorry about that. Let's go back to the top now. Roa in the lead, ahead of Raysons with 8300s. Raysons had a good start last week as well, but then slowly but surely dropped down in the ranking. Eventually would take 13th place, so he did get his first points. But yeah, Raysons is someone who's used to winning, so he's not really been doing that well recently. Not really in form. See if he can do better this time. currently doing well at second place. Flyer at third. And he's always a threat, so I'm sure he's gonna do well this time as well, unless he gets his game disconnected again, as he will pass Raisons in the obstacle part. Goes up to second place. Sands drop down to fourth. And then we got Yoshi at fifth place. And it's, I get a question here in the chat, how many races will count? It's 7 out of 10 that will count, so you can't afford to miss a couple. See if this is beat, I think so. Yeah, it's beat. Currently at 6th place. Goes for the respawn. It's interesting though that it's like a lot of players not going for the respawn, but a lot of players also going for it. Could be like a 50-50 split. Seems to be about equally fast. Beat's gonna enter lap 17 at 6th place. Saber has gone up to 7th. Has been on the podium in the past, but also recently not been doing as well in the race. He's been in top 15, but not been on the podium in a while. Currently at 13th place with 17 points. As he goes up to 6th place, I think Drem might have had a bad turn, so he will lose a position. Roa still keeping that first place. Flyer has gone up to second now, passing Raisons. See who got the best lap. It's oh, okay. I can't see the best lap for some reason. That's worrying. Okay, here we go. I can see it here. So Wally got the fastest time, 2:33.08. For some reason the widget is not working, but I'll just have to remember to check the local record before the race ends. Of course. Best lap will give you 5 bonus points, and that is counting even if you don't finish a race, as Flyer demonstrated last week. Took the best lap but was not able to finish the race, but he still got the 5 bonus points, which of course could play a factor in the end of the season. And now Flyer also in first place of the race, passing Roa ahead of him with half a second, which is basically nothing. A lot can still happen. This map, definitely easier than the 2 previous maps. A bit more flow to it. So I think we are going to see a closer race because of it. Granted, the last week was extremely close as well, but perhaps it shouldn't have been, considering how difficult the map was. This one though, I think it's a bit easier. It's also a bit longer though, so we'll see. Both Roa and Flyer not going for the respawn. Neither does Raisons, Sand, neither. Yoshi will go for it though, so maybe most people are not going for the respawn. Yeah, it seems like it. Aurel, I think, did it as well, but Hades will pass him with more speed. So I think Hades did not do the respawn. I think, yeah, if you do it good without respawning, then you will definitely build up more speed. So it's faster, but also more difficult. Also, Flyer with a good time, 2:31.78. So you got the best lap and is the current leader, going for the double, which will give you 45 points. And we are going to have a new leader in the season now, no matter what, I think, because Spam was not able to finish the race. So, and he's the current leader with 61 points, and there are several players that are really close to him, so yeah, we are probably going to see a new leader. Aurel hitting the wall here. And Flyer right now at 8th place in the season, 38th place, or with 38 points, I mean. So if he wins, also gets the best lap, then he will be ahead of Spam. Oh, as he goes for the wall hit as well, and he's going to mess it up. Roa and Raisons will pass him as Raisons gets a bad drop in the dirt. And will allow Flyer to go up to 2nd place. But yeah, those wall hits, man, those are a bit risky. Raison's also with a landing bug in the dirt. Still very close here between top 3. Then we do have a gap of 3.5 seconds down to Sand at 4th place. Trying to catch up. And we also have got a gap down to Yoshi at 5th place. Jerem will actually pass him, so Yoshi might have had a bad entry to the obstacle part. Bad landing here as well. Jerem can extend his lead over Yoshi. Saber still at 7th place. No, wait, he's at 9th place now. Lost 2 positions. Hades and Aurel will pass him. So Saber likely losing a bit of time. Maybe in the obstacle part as well. We got Mania Style at 10th position. Ahead of Sky, the Mania Act guy, at 11th place. Kobrask at 12th. Danik B at 13th. And Danik B, also kind of a newcomer, at least to the race, and definitely been doing well. Goes for the respawn here. Currently in top 15, so will get points in the season. Revi at 14th place. Has built a map in the past for the race. And also, I get a lot of questions when you can submit maps for the race again. Right now, I'm not accepting new maps until the season is over. And I'm probably gonna take a break also after the season is over, just to, you know, not burn myself out, because it's actually quite a lot of work to organize this race, especially with the maps. I'm probably gonna take a small break and then open up the map submission again for the second half of the year. So not gonna be a while until I'm accepting new maps. Revi still at 14th place, and then the last player in top 15 is Koskos now, who will pass Can. But then Can strikes back and is back to 15th place. We have driven 6 laps out of 17. And Roa now in the lead, 1 second ahead of Harvey Flyer. Raisons has lost 3 seconds. 3.5 seconds even. So we got Roa and Harvey Flyer. Oh, and then Raisons hitting the wall. Sand will pass him. And that's gonna create an even bigger gap up to Roa and Harvey Flyer at 1st and 2nd. So they have broken free from the rest. 5 seconds ahead of Sand at 3rd place. Wally secures the 2nd local record, 232.13. Wally is not even in top 15. Where is Wally? Yeah, where the heck is Wally? Is he even driving? Yeah, he's still driving, but well, I guess he's just going for the best lap now. He's down to 64th place. No chance he will go up to top 15 anymore. So Wally will try to get the best lap here, I'm pretty sure. That's why he's continuing to drive. Probably lost a lot of time somewhere on the map. Had to respawn and thought, well, might as well just go for the best lap and the 5 bonus points. So we'll see if he can do that. Harvey Flyer is still with a faster time. See who else we have driving in the race. I guess I'll go back here. We got Bomba for a new era at 29th place. Behind Beat, who has dropped down to 28, and ahead of Angelo at 30th. We have Massa at 39th place, also with a bad start to race. So I guess he will also try to go for that best lap. He's currently behind Beef and ahead of Nutella. And then we also got Royal at 64th. Bad start for him as well. 63rd now, behind fB's and ahead of Nevermind, and will end up crashing. We got Cousin, who made, was it the first map of the season? Yes, he made the first map, Wigglytuff. And now is playing at 69th place behind Burnout and ahead of Cubis. Sand is getting closer now to Harvey Flyer and Roa. 3.5 seconds. And then Raisons at 4th place, 6 seconds behind Roa in the lead, but then 4 seconds ahead of Jerem at 5th. So we are starting to see some time differences. Who else do we have? We got Papa, which is I guess Paparainen, I believe, at 89th place, behind Ebutit and ahead of Andre. John is driving as well for AT Gaming, previously of Team Acer, at 100th place right now, so not a good start for him either. He's behind Mr. Moo and ahead of Phobos at the moment. We got Pacifix from the Netherlands at 120... No, wait. What? Okay, yeah, no. At 122nd place, behind Aona and ahead of Tiuma right now. Let's see here. We got 135 players or so still driving. Who is the current last player? It's not on this page. It's... Nope, not this guy either. I guess it is Tioma at 124th place from France. So we got 124 or so players still participating in this race. And the current leader is Roa, about to enter yet another lap. It's gonna be lap 8 out of 17. Raysons claims the 4th local record, 232.55. Harvey Flyer is still with the fastest time, 231.78. But I'm sure that will be improved. And now Sanders gone up to 2nd place. Raysons at 3rd and Harvey Flyer down to 4th place. I thought for a moment he disconnected again, but no, he's still in it. But will end up losing 2 positions. And Sand up to 1st place. Sand has passed Roa, who also will lose a bit of time on this lap. So Sand now up to 1st place all of a sudden. Was 5 seconds behind 1st place. But seems to have played a bit more safer than the rest. Goes for that wall hit. Oh, and Rayson's gonna lose a bit of time as well. At 4th place. 2 seconds behind Harvey Flyer now. Jerem definitely getting closer at 5th, but still 3.5 seconds behind Raysons. Yoshi also far behind Jerem, and Saber far behind Yoshi, so yeah, huge time differences here. Link at 8, pretty close to Saber. Kobrask losing speed in the uphill. That's gonna cost him a bit. Marius A9 can now pass him and go up to 9th place. See here, yeah, it does the obstacle part much better than Kobrask, and Marius 89 up to 9th place. Was on the podium last week. Looking to get a good result again. Kobrask will pass him again though, so they are having a close battle. Then we got Can at 11th. Oh, will end up crashing. Mania Style just behind. Will pass him in the drop, so Mania Style up to 11th. Then we got Sky just behind them as well at 13th, and so is Danik B. So we have a close fight between these 4 players. See where Revi is. Yeah, Revi is not far behind either. Trying to catch up to this group. Currently at 15th place. And then we got Fuzzy right now outside of the top 15 at 16th, entering lap 9. Link and Moritz 89 improves their times. And Sand still in the lead. Now 1 second ahead of Roa. Getting a bit closer, catching up. Entering the speed section. Coming up to this wall hit section. He also goes for that wall hit, same as Sand. And Wally secures the second local record, 2:31.95, getting closer to Harvey Flyer's best time. So yeah, I think eventually Wally will probably improve that time and take over first place. Of course, the players here in the top, they need to focus more on driving consistently, while Wally can take bigger risks. Doesn't really matter what his position will be. Wow, Raison's 7 seconds behind Roa and Sand. So we are seeing that Sand and Roa is running away with this one. Likely going to be first and second. Unless something major happens. And then we have a close fight now for third place between Raisons and Jerem. 1 second between them. I want to focus on this fight for first place though between Sand and Roa as they are entering lap 10. Roa improves his local record, 2:32.85. Gives him 5th place. Of course, if Sand wins this one, he will go up to 11 first places in the race, so he would only be 1 first place behind Raisons. Roa on the other hand, I don't know how many times he's been on the podium. I think maybe 2 times before. Yeah, I think 2 times before. No wait, 3 times before. He's been first, second and third. Could be wrong though, but this could be Roa's 4th time on the podium if he keeps it up. Still keeping that 1 second gap up to Sand. And then Raison's losing another second, so it's clear that Sand and Roa is keeping a good pace. See where Wally is. Oh, he's up to 31st now actually, so yeah, maybe there's a small chance for Wally to still get into top 15, but not gonna be easy, especially when he's also trying to go for the best lap, so could end up taking 2 big risks and losing a lot of time again. Raison's keeping that 3rd place, but it's not with a lot. Jerem trying to get on the podium for the first time. He was in top 15 last week, took 12th place, so doing even better this week. Sand will enter lap 11. Let's take an overview look of the race and go through the current live ranking. Sand in the lead, about 1 second ahead of Roa at second. Then we have a gap of 8 seconds down to Raisons at third. Jerem at 4th, 1 second behind Raisons. Harvey Flyer at 5th. Yoshi at 6th. Link at 7th. Saber will pass him though. Link down to 8th. Maurice89 at 9th, Cobrask at 10th, Revi at 11th, Can at 12th, Sky at 13th, Mania Style at 14th, and Danik B keeping that 15th position. Roa claiming a good record again, 2:32.49, but Harvey Flyer still having the best lap. I mean, it's not that many laps left to go, so we'll see. He might get it for the 2nd week in a row. It's 17 laps, so still got a couple of laps left. Oh, Sand clipping the wall, but it's not going to be enough for Roa to pass him. And we see Harveyflyer now going up to 4th place. Will pass Jerem, who ends up losing a couple of seconds. Still can't feel pretty safe with that 5th place though, as he is 7 seconds ahead of Saber at 6th place. But Harveyflyer now close to getting on the podium, trying to catch up to Raysons. And yeah, who's going to be the current leader right now, if this is going to be the result? I guess Sand, yeah, Sand would be the leader, just ahead of Harveyflyer. Or maybe actually Roa would be at 1st place, because he is currently at 3rd with 52 points. I don't know, it's going to be really close between these 3 players. As we are about to enter lap 12, Sand still in the lead, but only half a second ahead of Roa. And apparently Wally has now gone up to 21st place. What a comeback here from Wally. It was down to, I believe, 64th or something, and now up to 21st. Only 6 positions away from getting into the top 15. So great stuff here from Wally. He's 40 seconds behind Sand in the lead, so not gonna win the race, but could he get on the podium? Is it possible? Let's see here. He is about, I guess, 10 seconds or so from top 15, so not impossible, but probably need to rely on players in front of him making mistakes. Which, of course, could happen. Whoa, this is really close now between Sand and Roa. 900s between them in the last checkpoint. Great dirt turn there from Roa, and he's up to 1st place again. Roa up to 1st place, and then of course gets a landing bug in the dirt, and Sand can pass him. Back and forth between these 2 guys. Should make for an exciting finish if they keep it up. Good turn there from Roa, and he is up to 1st place. These 2 guys likely going to be on the podium. Got a decently comfortable lead over Raysons, still with about 7 seconds. Could say we have a fight for 1st between Roa and Sand, and then a fight for 3rd between Harveyflyer and Raysons. Harveyflyer will now pass Raysons. Good respawn checkpoint from both players, but Harveyflyer building up slightly more speed. As Roa claims another local record, 232.08, and then Harveyflyer will secure 1st place with 231.22. No wonder he passed Raysons. Great time there from Harveyflyer. That's gonna be really hard to beat. Also, actually, Raysons improved his local record, but it still wasn't enough to stay in front of Harveyflyer. And Harveyflyer will get a good start to this next lap as well. So in the top, it's still extremely close between Roa and Sand. Going through the wall ride into lap 13 out of 17. This might be decided on the last lap. Oh, not the best landing from sand. Landed a bit too much to the right. And now Roa will build up a lead of 1 second. Avoids getting the landing bug this time. So he keeps his lead and then ends up hitting the wall, but so does Sand. Both players ending up hitting the same wall, and Roa gets to keep his first place. And we see that Havifire lost 3 seconds now on Raisons. Maybe drove a bit too much on the edge. Oh, and a bad turn there as well from Haviflyer. Was at 3rd place, but now, I don't know, almost 5 seconds behind Raisons. A horrible lap here from Haviflyer after setting the best lap in the previous one. See if he can come back from this. Otherwise, Raisons will get on the podium. And it's been a while since Raisons was on the podium, actually. Can't even remember the last time he was on the podium. It's been a while. Alright, we are going to enter lap 14 out of 17 now. Roa half a second ahead of Sand. Then we got Raisons at 3rd place, entering the next lap. Ahead of Haviflyer. Then we got Jerem at 5th. Morris 89 has gone up to 6th place now. Saber losing 1 position, almost 2. Just ahead of Link here. And we got Kobrask at 9th. Sky at 10th. Revi at 11th. Aurel at 12th. Yoshi at 13th. Mania Style at 14th. And Hades at 15th place. And Wally has gone up to 16th place now. And he's just behind Hades as well. Wally with the comeback of a lifetime. From 64th or something like that up to 16th place. And yeah, if he's gonna keep this up through the last couple of laps, he will definitely be in the top 15. And he is now as well, passing Mania Style. Wally up to 15th place. And he's probably gonna pass Hades as well to go up to 14th. What could be his best placement here? I don't know, he could maybe go up to like 9th place or something like that. Kobrask is like 5 seconds in front of him, so that could maybe be realistic. But who knows, he might climb the rankings even more. Up to 13th place now, and not far behind Aurel. Goes for 2 wall hits. See Massa also claiming a good time, 2:33.09. But still quite far behind Haviflyer's time. And in the top we now have Roa 1.5 seconds ahead of Sand. Will we see Roa winning the race for the 2nd time? Could be what will happen. Soon entering lap 15. So 3 more laps remaining of the race. And once again, it's worth repeating that this season of fB's Weekly is sponsored by RagaJungle.biz and Team Acer with 1,000 euro. First place will go on with 500 euro. Second place 250 euro. Third place 100 euro. And we got 4th place with 50 euro. 5th place with 30, 6th place with 20, and 7th place with 10, and then 8 to 15 will get 5 euro. And in addition, there's also a time attack season with a prize pot of 40 euro from my own pocket. Top 3 will win money in that one. We are, of course, we're still early into the season. This is only race 3 out of 10. As Wally will now claim the 2nd local record, 2:31.65. That would have been enough to beat Haviflyer had he not improved his time 2 laps ago. Roa still 1.5 seconds ahead of Sand. Wally now up to 10th place already. Wow, this is insane. And he could also pass Kobrask. Probably will and go up to 9th place. But then I don't think he's gonna catch up to Saber, who is 7 seconds in front of him. But who knows? Who the heck knows? Roa into the obstacle part. Still in the lead, and now will extend his lead with half a second, 2 seconds ahead of Sand. This could be a good time from Roa as well if he keeps it up. Then at 3rd place, Raysons is still occupying that position, 12 seconds ahead of or behind Roa. Continues to lose time, but is still ahead of Haviflyer with 6 seconds. So we got Roa, Sand and Raysons on the podium at the moment. And here comes Roa. Also, sorry about the stuttering that seems to happen late into the race. I think that is expansion related. It's kind of always start to stutter a bit in the end here. Anyways, Roa will get a good time, 2:32.03, claims the 3rd local record. As he enters the 2nd to last lap of the race, still in the lead, 2 seconds ahead of Sand. Can he keep it all the way to the end? And yeah, if Wally did not have that bad start, and he would definitely have been here in the top, fighting for 1st place. As he usually is. Oh, and a mistake there from Sand. Exiting the dirt. And now Roa 3 seconds ahead of Sand. Of course he does see, or he doesn't see rather, how far ahead he is. So can't really drive on the result. Unfortunately, you can only see how far behind you are, players, not how far ahead you are. But it's possible he might toggle expansion on and off and then see that he is in the lead with 3 seconds that way. Wally has now gone up to 9th place, passing Kobrask, who drops down to 11th. Seven seconds or 6 seconds behind Link at 8th place. I don't know, maybe possible actually for Wally to go up in maybe to like 6th place. As we see Roa with a small mistake hitting the wall, but not gonna lose a lot with that. Still ahead of Sand with 2.5 seconds. Halfway through the 2nd to last lap. Ooh, that is a bigger crash though from Roa. It's gonna cost him a bit. Maybe up to 1 second even. Actually not, it's about the same down to Sand, so maybe Sand also ended up crashing. Anyways, we are about to enter the last lap of the race. The current leader is Roa. Here's the respawn checkpoint. And here is Sand, not that far behind him, 3 seconds. Can Roa keep it together? It's Roa versus Sand for 1st place. Here we go. Roa with a good start. Will go up to 3 seconds again ahead of Sand. So far so good for Roa. He will actually extend his lead as well. 3 seconds and 20 hundredths now ahead of Sand. As Wally secures 2nd local record again, 2:31.39. But still not in front of Haviflyer. Here comes the speed section for Roa for the last time. 3 seconds ahead of Sand, who leaves the wall right now. Alright, here comes the wall hit. Have seen some mistakes here, but Roa will go through it alive, and he's still in the lead with about 3 seconds. Ooh, huge lag spike there. Avoids getting the landing bug as well. 3.5 seconds ahead of Sand now. 3.5 seconds ahead. More and more looks like Roa will be the winner. He's almost 4 seconds ahead of Sand now. Oh, not the best entry. Losing a bit with that. But it's a pretty good place to crash though, since you go down in speed anyway. Oh, that's a bad landing. But it seems like Sand is not really catching up that much. Still 3.5 seconds behind Roa as we are about to go through the last couple of turns of the race. Not much can hinder Roa now. Maybe if he misses the respawn, but I don't know. Actually, it doesn't even respawn, so he's not gonna miss it. No, I think it's safe to say now that Roa will take home the race 4 seconds ahead of Sand. AT Gaming's Roa about to win fB's Weekly. Race 3 out of 10 in Season 4. And with this, he might actually go up in the lead as well in the total standings. Not the best wall hit there, but that's gonna be it. Sand is too far behind, and Roa, with the last turn, will take home the race. GG. Congratulations to Roa, and here comes Sand. Will take second place. Who's gonna take third? Looks like it's gonna be Raisons, who is 5 seconds ahead of Hobbyflyer. So Raisons back on the podium this week, taking third. Hobbyflyer will take fourth. Will he also get the best lap? It all depends on Wally, if he will set a good time here in the last lap. Morris89 will take fifth, ahead of Jerem at 6th. Saber at 7th. Jerem also with a good time in the last lap. Saber will take 8th or 7th, ahead of Link at 8th. And here comes Wally, and it's not gonna be a new best lap, so Hobbyflyer with the 5 bonus points, but a great comeback from Wally, going up to 9th place. Revi will take 10th, Kobrask will take 11th, Sky 12th, Mania Style 13th, Arel 14th, and Yoshi will take the last place in top 15. Then we got Hades at 16th, Danik B at 17th, Dog at 18th, Paul at 19th, Speedy at 20th, Can at 21st, Nimp at 22nd, Mixmod at 23rd. As the 10-minute timer has now of course started. Bomba will take 24th, Masa 25th, Koskos 26th, Marco 27th, Kinj will respawn here in the end, I think. Yeah, so I think a couple of players will pass him. Bort will pass him, take 28th, Vale 29th, The Boss 30th, Angelo 31st, Fragis 32nd, Kinj losing a ton of positions will take 33rd, Papu 34th, Vladdy 35th, Warlord 36th, Bergy 37th, CS 38, ahead of Minigod at 39th, Nutella at 40th, ahead of True at 31st, Royal at 42nd, Chaos Hand with the ceiling hit gonna take 43rd this week. We got Focus for TND taking 44th, just ahead of Ankakar at 45th, Buy a Brain at 46th, Croix at 47th, then we got Alex at 48. Next up is Voyager at 49th. Tivo takes 50th place, ahead of Nevermind at 51st. Santos will land on his back in the end and will have to respawn. Cubis will pass him and take 52nd. And also Feral Shaman will pass him and take 53rd. And also Cousin will pass him and take 54th. Santos will take 55th. Here comes Doll, finishing at 56th position, ahead of Dodica at 57th, Claleroy at 58th, Skid Racer for DDR will take 59th, Burnout 609 from Belgium will take 60th place, ahead of Max for Fox, and then his teammate Actisor just behind at 62nd, Mang will take 63rd, Left will take 64th, here comes Berserk, finishing at 65th, ahead of Sauron at 66th. Another DDR player, Andre from Australia, will take 67th. John will take 68. So he also had a pretty big comeback in the end. Was at 100 place when I spectated him. Sarkin will take 69th, ahead of TVH at 70th. Busey will take 71st. Mr. Moose 72nd. Killer Virus for Dak SP is next up. We got 6 minutes left on the clock when Killer Virus takes 73rd, ahead of Ebotit at 74th. Plux for THC Gaming will take 75th. Here comes Tom Builder from Door to Q, taking 76th, ahead of Grim at 77th. Be Happy will take 78th. Then Aeon will pass Laximus in the end and take 79th. Laximus will have to settle for 80th place. Next page we got That Cold Guy from France. Takes 81st. Krim at 82nd. And then his teammate Emeto will take 83rd. Here comes fB's at 84th. Dunsty still with one turn left to go. Will take 85th. Anto 86th. Here's Hyde Fade, a Japanese player apparently, will take 87th. Might be the first Japanese player who participates in the race. Mikalodo will take 88th. Here comes Siatofilum, who will take 89th. Papa will not finish the race. So instead the next player is Stereo Gang. Still got a long way to go before finishing the race. Phobos will actually pass him here. So a close battle between Phobos and Stereo Gang. Both players going for the respawn. And Phobos will stay in front unless he gets a bad ceiling hit somehow. But he won't. Phobos will take 90th. Stereo Gang 91st. Sansan will take 92nd. Then we got Marvel, who is far away from the finish line. 4 minutes left on the clock. Actually, no, Marvel is not driving anymore. So the next player is Mr. Spook, or Spock, for S Gaming. See here, we don't have that many players left driving actually, so we'll see if they can all finish the race. Mr. Spock is on the last lap, so is Sam. And then who else we have? Tiamua, or Tiuma, I think also should be able to finish the race. Joffy maybe too. And that is the last player, so we'll see. But Mr. Spock will finish it at least. Coming up to the ending. Takes 93rd. And then Sam 0071 from Canada is also gonna finish the race, participating for the first time, I believe. Always nice to see newcomers to the race. And then I guess Tiama is next. Is on the last lap, so should finish it as well. 3 minutes left on the clock. Comes Tiama into the respawn checkpoint, and then just one turn left with 2 minutes left on the clock. And then we only got one player left, which is Joffy. Let's see if he can finish it as well. He is into the last lap here, so I think it should be possible actually. So Joffy about to take what is it, 97th? No, 96th place as the last player. I think that is the last one, yeah. Torquay and Major 6 not driving anymore, so Joffy is the last one. And yeah, 49th place is not too bad if you play for the second time. Ooh, oh no! Joffy will have to respawn. Get stuck. 1 minute 30 seconds left. If he continues to respawn here, then he won't be able to finish the race. So he will have to drive pretty good if he wants to do it. Just gonna save the replay in the meantime. So Joffy, 1 minute 13 seconds left on the clock. Can he finish the race? Not that many turns left. I think as long as he doesn't make a huge mistake, he should be able to do it. I don't know. We'll end up crashing here. Losing a bit of time. 50 seconds left on the clock now. No, I think it should be enough time. Yeah, it should be enough time. Although it will be close. 40 seconds left on the clock now. Joffy on his way to finish the race. Enters the respawn checkpoint with 33 seconds left, and that's gonna be enough. So Joffy from Virtual will take the last position at 96th place. There we go. So that's gonna be the end of the race. Good game to all. Let's summarize it. So the winner was Roa. I think this was his second time winning the race, so congratulations to him. Sand took second place, another strong performance, and then Raisons took third place ahead of Haviflyer, who won the best lap with a time of 2:31.22. So that's gonna be it. Thanks everyone for playing. Thanks for watching. I'll be back next Saturday with the 4th race of the season. See you then.